Look closely at the dark side of our moon. Imagine a massive, unfathomably ancient alien megastructure drifting silently into the freezing pitch-black shadow just behind the lunar surface. It is barely visible against the dark void of space, looking directly down at Earth. It doesn't have bright glowing lights. It isn't preparing to launch an invading army or fire Hollywood-style lasers at our cities. It is simply sitting in the absolute freezing dark, perfectly still. And it is listening. For the last 100 years, humanity has been loudly, proudly broadcasting our existence into the cosmos. Every television broadcast, every radio show, every radar ping we bounce off satellites travels outward in an ever-expanding sphere of electromagnetic noise at the exact speed of light. In 1974, we intentionally fired a high-powered radio message from the Arecibo Observatory into deep space, outlining our exact DNA, our population, and the precise coordinates of our sun. We beamed a map of our home into the infinite dark, assuming that whoever found it would be an angel. We thought we were saying hello, but in the cold, brutal mathematics of astrophysics, we were ringing a dinner bell for predators. This is the dark forest theory. It is the most terrifying, logically sound explanation for why the night sky is completely silent. And to understand why humanity has made a fatal, unforgivable mistake, we first have to look at the graveyard of empires. To understand the true horror of our situation, we first have to look at the math. In the observable universe, there are roughly 2 trillion galaxies. Inside those galaxies are septillions of stars, and orbiting those stars are countless billions of Earth-like planets, resting in perfectly habitable zones. Our universe has existed for 13.8 billion years. That is an unimaginable amount of time. It is more than enough time for millions of intelligent alien civilizations to rise, conquer their local star systems, and build massive interstellar empires. According to basic statistics and the famous Drake equation, the night sky should be absolutely crawling with life. It should look like a glowing, crowded superhighway. We should see the massive Dyson spheres of godlike empires blocking out the light of distant stars. We should hear the deafening radio chatter of a billion alien worlds. But when we point our most powerful radio telescopes into the deep void, we hear absolutely nothing. Total, deafening silence. We see no mega engineering projects. We hear no cosmic greetings. The sky is completely, totally dead. This terrifying contradiction is known as the Fermi Paradox. If the universe is so vast and so old, where is everybody? For decades, scientists offered comforting theories. Maybe intelligent life is just incredibly rare. Maybe civilizations always accidentally destroy themselves with nuclear weapons or climate change before they can leave their home planets. But the dark forest theory proposes a much darker truth. The sky isn't empty because the universe is dead. The sky is empty because everyone is hiding. Because every surviving civilization knows that making a sound is a death sentence. To understand why advanced, godlike aliens would cower in the dark, you have to throw away human morality. You must look at the universe through the cold, brutal lens of GDK theory and biology. This is the science of cosmic sociology, and it relies on 2 unbreakable laws. Law number 1. Survival is the primary overriding need of every civilization. Morality, art, and empathy are luxuries. Survival is an absolute mathematical requirement. Law number 2. Civilizations continuously grow and expand, but the total amount of matter and energy in the universe remains strictly constant. It is finite. This means the universe is a zero-sum game. Eventually, every other intelligent species you discover in the stars is a competitor for the exact same finite resources. To share the universe is to eventually starve. You might think, why not just communicate? Why not send a meet-UK saying, we come in peace, sign a cosmic treaty and share the galaxy? Because of the sheer vastness of space and the ultimate speed limit of reality, the speed of light. If we detect an alien world 1,000 light years away and we GDK of peace, it takes 1,000 years just to reach them. GDK reply takes another 1,000 years. In that massive 2,000-year gap of absolute silence, a psychological nightmare begins. It is called the chain of suspicion. Even if they say they are peaceful, can you truly trust a completely alien biology? Even if you trust them today, will their society still be peaceful in 1,000 years? Do they trust that you trust them? Are they building weapons right now just in case you decide to attack them first? Because communication is impossibly delayed, peace can near decay of your entire species is on the line. Empathy is a biological flaw. The only mathematically safe move when you discover another civilization is to instantly eliminate them before they have the chance to eliminate you. But wait, if a billion-year-old godlike civilization found Earth today, why would they bother killing us? We haven't even colonized Mars yet. We still fight over pieces of land. We are primitive ants compared to them. Surely they would just ignore us as harmless. This is humanity's greatest, most fatal misunderstanding of cosmic time. It is a concept known as the technological explosion. Just 150 years ago, human beings were riding horses and reading by candlelight. Today, we are splitting the atom, engineering artificial intelligence, and sending probes outside of our solar system. We went from the dirt to the stars in the blink of a cosmic eye. To an alien civilization that is millions of years old, human progress looks like a violent, unpredictable explosion. They know that if they look at us today and see a primitive, harmless toddler, in a mere cosmic microsecond, that toddler could undergo a technological explosion, master interstellar travel, and become a lethal apex predator competing for their resources. In the dark forest, there are no harmless infants. You do not spare the toddler today, because that toddler will become the hunter that kills you tomorrow. You pull the trigger while they are still in the cradle. So, how do you quietly assassinate a solar system? You don't send an invading army or silly flying saucers with green lasers. That is Hollywood fiction. Real cosmic warfare is silent, clean, and completely invisible. They would use a relativistic kill vehicle. Imagine a massive, incredibly dense rod of solid metal, perhaps tungsten or osmium, the size of a skyscraper. Now imagine firing that blind rod through the vacuum of space, accelerating it to 99.9% the speed of light, aiming it perfectly at the Earth. Because the weapon is moving almost as fast as the light it reflects, it is entirely invisible to our telescopes. The visual warning of its approach arrives at the exact same millisecond as the weapon itself. There are no alarms, there is no time to panic. When a mass that dense hits a planet at that speed, the kinetic energy is unfathomable. The oceans wouldn't just boil, the entire Earth's crust would instantly shatter into a cloud of molten plasma. The atmosphere would ignite. One moment, humanity is arguing on the internet and going to work. The next fraction of a second, a clean, silent erasure. The hunter eliminates the threat, and the forest remains dark. The universe is a dark forest. Every civilization is an armed hunter stalking through the trees like a ghost, gently pushing aside branches, trying not to make a sound. If a hunter finds another life form, whether it is an angel or a demon, an infant or an old man, there is only one thing they can do: open fire and eliminate them. In this forest, whoever makes a sound becomes prey. All the surviving civilizations are smart enough to hide in the absolute dark. But humanity? We are the foolish, naive toddler wandering blindly through the pitch-black woods. We are holding a blazing torch, waving our arms and screaming at the top of our lungs, "Is anybody out there?" As you watch this video, the radio waves from our very first television broadcasts in the 1930s have already expanded outward into a massive invisible sphere, nearly 100 light years across. Those signals are washing over thousands of distant star systems right now. We cannot take them back. We cannot turn them off. The dinner bell has been ringing for a century. Perhaps the universe is truly empty. Perhaps we are the only intelligent life that ever sparked into existence in this cold, dark void. But if the dark forest theory is correct, then the mathematical calculations have already been made. If there is a hunter hiding in the dark just beyond our solar system, they already know exactly where we are. The silent, invisible bullet might already be on its way. If you ever look up at the night sky and you detect a strange signal reaching out from the dark, do not answer. Do not answer. Do not answer. If you are brave enough to continue exploring the terrifying, beautiful mysteries of the cosmos with us, hit that subscribe button right now to join the Cosmic Vault. Let us know in the comments, do you think we are alone or is something already listening? We will see you in the dark.